Do you remember when we were kids and we would always play fight and I would always lose?
Yeah, it's because I'd wrangle you down to the floor and then I'd sit on your chest and make you say please a million times.
Gosh.
Just please.
I remember one time I tried to pinch you. I learned that from one of our cousins.
Didn't work.
Did not work. I even tried to lick you once.
Didn't work.
Oh man, I don't even remember. I never bit you. But
speaking of biting, the queen bee got bit this week.
Dysh.
Beyoncé. Hey y'all, it's Onika
and J.R.
and you are dishing with DaintyDysh. How you doing, J.R.?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. What's going on in the world of J.R.?
I don't know, this week I'm in an office again.
No vitamin D.
None whatsoever.
And we've had such good weather.
Yeah, we have. I mean, I've tried to get out at lunch, but I mean,
That's good.
still. I mean, it's nice and bright when I'm leaving though, so that's all right.
That's a change.
Yeah, it is. Clown class, clowning
Still doing
around.
that? How's it going?
It's good. I'm clowning around.
Have you used the red nose yet?
In class, yes. What do you? I don't know what you're trying to insinuate there.
No, I think you should just wear it on a date or something. I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah, not gonna happen. But I'm not reading any books this week because I'm reading some technical stuff because I just want to learn a little bit.
Oh, for personal
and professional.
Yeah, professional.
Yeah. But yeah, how are you doing? Actually, I went to a drop-in improv class.
Oh, how's that?
That was amazing. It was a good time. It was a really, really good time.
Okay.
I recommend it. It's
I should
amazing.
do that. I should put that on my list of things to do this summer. Because I don't get out till it's summertime. I hibernate.
You're a loser.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a loser.
Actually, no, that was me being a bit of a bully. I need to take that back.
That's for all those times I sat on your chest.
So what happened with Beyonce? I this is news to me.
Well, can I tell you how I'm doing first? Are you so anxious to hear about Beyonce?
Well, I'm sorry.
You don't care about your cousin?
Sorry, go ahead. I just jumped the gun.
I just came back from a week spent in the Durham region in my hometown of Ajax. I was hanging out with my mom. She recently had shoulder surgery. Hi, Mama. Hope you're feeling better. Love you, universe. That's our little thing. So I spent a week out there, saw all our family. Swear to you, I saw everyone. Everyone, basically. So it was an interesting time. I had a panic attack.
You had for real?
Yeah, a real one. I haven't had one in
I know. You haven't mentioned one in a long time.
It's been at least 6-7 months since my last one. Yeah, I had a panic attack. We were watching something on TV and it was triggering. And I just exploded.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was tough. It was about a young girl who had gotten molested. And I'm not sure I've told you, but I was molested from the ages of 6 to 9. So it was pretty tough to watch. And I reacted. And I ended up actually talking to my therapist about it today because it's mental health day.
Yeah.
It's mental health day. I was coming off of where my mom was telling me, you have to forgive and you have to learn to forgive. And she told me, acceptance is the key. So thank you to my therapist for that little note. So I got to learn to accept.
I figured that out a while ago.
That's true. I feel like you've gotten there. I need to get to where you are.
Yeah, just move on. Accept it. It's an experience.
But I'm back in Toronto and I'm loving it. And we're going to talk about Beyonce getting bit.
Wow. Back in Toronto? I am coming back to Toronto. I can't live with my parents anymore.
Oh my goodness. Why not?
I don't want to do it. I can't
do it?
Oh my goodness. I love them to death. I love them, but I need to turn my own key.
That's the thing. Turning your own key is everything.
Yeah.
I might live in the ghetto, but I turn my own key and I love it. So happy for you.
Yeah, I'm going to hit up the One of a Kind show, see if I can get some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry. Back to Beyonce. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
No, I didn't really have anything else to say.
Yeah, so there was a story today in the Post, the Huffington Post, about Beyonce getting bit on the cheek at a Tiffany Haddish party. And there is,
It sounds like a setup. It sounds like a joke. It sounds like a punchline of a joke.
Someone bit her on the cheek. I don't know if they were intending to kiss her and they wanted to take a bite out of Beyonce, but the queen bee got bit and she's ready. She got stung. She got stung. Wow. A little bit. So they're like doing this, like it's like this whole like mystery in Hollywood right now, like who bit Beyonce, you know what I mean? Like it's this big thing.
I want a Dave Chappelle, that's like his punchline, and I want to hear the joke.
I want to hear the joke because she might not have been happy. She said the person looked like they were on drugs or something. So
well, if you're biting someone, you gotta be on drugs.
Something's wrong with you. Especially Beyonce. Like she's queen bee. Like you shouldn't even be that close to her.
Wow, not, really, like, really. Relative. Oh, it's like that. It's like, oh my god, you shouldn't be that close to her. Oh my god, she's a human being. Oh my god.
I'm joking. I don't love her that much. She's aight.
Wow, now you're a hater.
No, I'm not a hater. She's
I'm just
doing
kidding.
her thing. She's living her life.
I'm just kidding.
But she's getting bit in the process, so.
Yeah, I guess. Well, instead of getting bitten, I'd rather just get a tattoo.
That bites.
It does, but
I'd
rather get that done than getting bitten by another human or a dog.
So you're thinking of getting another one?
Well, now that you throw it out there, I guess. Yeah, I think so.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna add to the collection.
Add to the collection?
Yeah.
That first one was a mistake, but the second one, that one was super cool.
You're such a jerk. You're such a jerk.
I'm a jerk.
My first one was not a mistake.
Well,
and the second one was
open for opinions.
You see you. You know what? You want
Listen, I've got 10 tattoos and at least 3 of them are mistakes.
You want to know what? You're the black woman that's got Asian writing on all your back.
Oh, yes, I do. It's called Chinese Hanji. I bought a book from Chapters.
From the Western bookstore.
From the Western bookstore. And I chose my characters wisely, okay?
You went to the Western bookstore, got a book that was written in English.
Chinese Hanji, written in English, telling me what every symbol means.
Okay.
So I'm not worried that it doesn't say number 2 Chinese special or this way to the party on my back. It says love, friendship, fire, sex, passion, desire, all the things I want out of life.
Yeah, right.
I put a sex tattoo on my back because I figured at the time I was manic and I said it was the safest sex that I could have. So that's why I got the sex tattoo.
Oh my gosh.
That's my favorite story to tell about my tattoos. Because the family previously thought it said family, but oops, I just outed myself. They thought it said family.
You are hilarious.
Oh well.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, this tattoo thing is reminding me of Ben Affleck is in the news right now for this big ass tattoo that he has on his back.
This like what's going on in pop culture right now.
I fell down the rabbit hole today. I was doing some research and I just fell down this rabbit hole. All the newspapers are just, I love it.
Okay.
I loved it. So I heard about, I'm like, ooh, what's going on with Ben Affleck? I haven't heard about him in a while. So he got this back tattoo 2 years ago and he said it was fake for a movie. And it was discovered on Monday that that it was actually real. And it looks like people are all on Twitter. They're all on Twitter about it. And they're saying like, oh, it looks like he used like coloring pencils and crayons on his back. And
leave the man alone.
Yeah,
it's
they're
his
really
tattoo.
getting at him.
Leave him alone.
But it's the phoenix. It represents, I have one. I actually have a phoenix on my back. I do, on my lower back, a tramp stamp. Well, my first tramp stamp was a Capricorn symbol, and then I put it over it. So, yeah, it means, triumphing over adversity and rising from the ashes. And so rebirth, regeneration. So maybe that's what he was feeling at the time.
It's interesting you say rising from the ashes because there's something interesting that I read today where Health Canada is recalling a bunch of USB chargers. And I just like to look at your USB charger for your iPhone and the fire hazard that it is. You need to get rid of it.
Oh, do you think they'll recall mine?
It has to. It's part of it. You just need to get rid of it. It is disgusting.
Do you think I'll be able to get a free one?
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's
I'm just asking the question.
I don't know. They're saying to throw it out or return it, and you can't return that thing's it's a fire hazard. If there were children running around here, you would they would be in serious harm if children were running around here. You can't have that around.
Well, I don't have any children yet, but I'm sure by the time I have them, I'll get rid of my charger. I'll get a new one.
Will you?
I will, or I'll just send them to daycare. I'll just send them to daycare because apparently, as of 2020, daycare is free.
So we're just gonna you can pop them out and then just everyone send them
2.5 years. Deal with them for 2.5 years, then you don't have to see them for another 3.
Oh, so wait,
till they go to kindergarten.
Oh, wow, that's a hookup.
To kindergarten.
So there's maternity leave or paternity leave that's what 18 months now.
Yeah, that's not a year.
And then you got 6 months after that, and then you can put them into a daycare for free.
Yeah,
that's fire.
It makes you rethink if you're gonna have kids or not, doesn't it?
I'm still on the not gonna happen
fence.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm on the fence. I mean, right now,
because you never know what the universe intends for you.
Absolutely, you never know.
I think you make an excellent father.
Oh, thank you.
I think you take your kids to daycare every single day.
No, I wouldn't. I would.
You would drive them and drop them off with strangers every single day.
Every single day, yeah.
Whatever. I want to be a stay-at-home mom, so it won't affect me at all. It won't affect me at all, not in the least.
Well, if anyone's looking for a stay-at-home dad, I might be available.
That's gonna be a pricey situation, but the liberals are they're just dropping bars these days. They did bars.
They did the single biggest investment in mental health care history in Canada. $2.1 billion in funding over 4 years. It's a 4-year deal.
You know what?
$500 million a year.
It's about effing time.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. I'm going to say thank you, and let's see what they do with it. Because in my experience, the mental health care system really needs the funding. It really genuinely needs the funding. And I think it's movements that are arising, like the Bell Let's Talk, and the things that CAMH is doing that are causing the government to realize mental health it's a serious real life thing. It's just as important as diabetes. It's just as important as cancer. It's just as important as any other disease. So
yeah, I know the article actually mentioned youth wellness hubs. I don't know exactly what that means, but I can assume that it means somewhere a space that's an open environment for young people to get help or either communicate in groups and just kind of develop, I guess, skills of managing stress and whatnot.
Yeah,
the triggers are out there.
I could have used something like that. I could have used something like that when I was a youth, and I've actually just recently written a piece that I call Black quote unquote crazy, an Afro-Canadian's journey through mental health, and I would like to see maybe some funding put into mental health specifically for Afro-Canadians, the challenges that they face too. There's
such a stigma. I mean, I think it's always you don't have that problem.
No, they can pray. They think they could pray the cray away. Is what I say.
Pray the cray away. I think you need to denial, trademark that. That's hilarious.
There's denial, there's shame, there's guilt, and growing up, I found that there wasn't a space for me as a young Black girl to share my experiences and what I was going through with my mental health. I didn't get tested and checked until I was 18 years old, and I'd been suffering since I was 11 years old. So I think it's really good what they're doing with the youth spaces.
Yeah, I mean, there was this thing that I was reading about also, Peace of Mind. It's not a Black youth thing, but it was this young Filipino woman, I think she's 18, from Winnipeg now, U of T. She created this kind of thing called Peace of Mind, where, a safe place for youth to share their experiences and talk and have an open mic segment and just, kind of get together in a safe environment, which is really, really cool, I think. Yeah, we should be able to talk about our
conditions,
feelings,
our issues,
the challenges we face.
Yeah,
because everyone goes through them. We think that we're all alone, but everyone,
and
to some degree. I mean, it may not be on the spectrum of bipolar, like yourself, but we all could go through little bouts of depression,
general anxiety,
and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But one thing that I actually noticed now, I'm seeing that the linking between mental health and addiction.
Yes.
Like I didn't really like realize that they were always kind of
they're
kind of
always
combined.
been connected.
They've always
The
been
two
connected.
kind of go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. Like, and I mean, I don't know. Like I've done some, you know, recreational drug use. To smoke a little pot here and there, and I've mushrooms. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. I don't. No, nothing else. Alcohol, you know, that.
Yeah,
that. But I mean, some people have harder times or have done harder things and
harder drugs, pop and pills, prescriptions.
Yeah, like I did have Percocets when I had my wisdom teeth taken out. That I never want to experience a high like that ever. I took it once and I was like, I'd rather have the pain. Like it was too intense. I was like floating, and you know, I was just like, it was like cloud. I was on cloud 9, but it just felt so weird. It was like an outer body experience. And I'm like,
Really?
I don't like that.
I've taken oxys. I was in a serious car accident. I think it was 2008. And I was prescribed OxyContin, and I actually took 3 of them by accident because I thought they were my sleeping pills. They looked just like them.
Oh, ooh.
And yeah, so I was like dizzy and like same kind of sensation. Like it was the weirdest feel. I couldn't stand up. I barely could move. And my mom, being a nurse, like she saw the dosage and was just like, just sleep it off. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
She's a G. She's like, no, we're not going to the hospital. Like you took 3, you're fine. You'll be okay. I'll monitor you. So she came in and monitored me for like the 12 to 18 hours I think that I slept. So, but I've done more than like your average recreational drug. I've, you know, smoked pot or marijuana. Sorry, the legal name now, marijuana. I smoked marijuana. I've done cocaine, mushrooms, Molly.
Oh, you've done the spectrum, eh?
I've done the spectrum. Like when I'm having a manic episode, I have no impulse control. Like you could put a pill in front of me, or you could put like a bottle of alcohol in front of me and tell me to drink it or do whatever, and I'll do it because there's no thought of consequences or like the next moment really. You just have that moment and the decision you make in that moment, and it's not rational because you have a chemical imbalance in your brain, and now you're taking more chemicals that cause, you know, even further damage. So yeah, I've done a couple things in my lifetime. I'm not proud of it, but you know, it is what it is. But I was reading a story about a woman. She, and we'll put the link in the bottom, she became addicted to heroin, but her journey had started when she was 14. She was having trouble with her period, and she ended up finding out she had endometriosis, which is a condition where the uteral lining attaches to another part of your body. So it causes serious cramps and pains, and she experienced that through her life without any assistance. And after she got married, was trying to have children, she had some challenges. She did eventually have some twins, and then she had challenges being a mother. So she went to the doctor and was prescribed some Percocets for her endometriosis. And she was given 15 pills, and she started counting time through pills.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine that, yeah.
Like, when was the next time I was going to get my period? And then she realized that she could take these pills without it being having her period. And that just spiraled down into OxyContin and then heroin.
Oh, heroin. Ooh, that's a dangerous one.
That's a dangerous one.
That's like what, the most addictive substance?
Yeah, I think it's the most addictive.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
Yeah, it just I don't know, the story just touched me because it's crazy how quickly things could spiral out of control when you're not sharing that you're overwhelmed in your life. Like, this woman was overwhelmed with twins, you know, but she kept smiling and saying everything was okay and hiding her struggle. Mm-hmm. And when you hide your struggle like that, it's just like sits in your gut, and it weighs heavy on you, and you just want something to give you relief.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, like you want something to give you relief, and that's all this woman really wanted, to the point where, you know, it destroyed her life, it destroyed her marriage, her relationship with her kids. You know, she's slowly, I guess, building it back, but you know, it's a challenging situation when it comes to addiction and drug addiction.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least the government here is is throwing some money at it, hopefully to hire some professionals, counselors. I don't know how the money's going to be allocated, but hopefully it'll do something productive.
I hope so. As I said, the biggest problem is beds. Like,
I don't really understand when you say beds, like because is there not enough physical beds? Do we just call up the bed vendor and say, yeah, we need more beds?
No,
is there not enough physical space? Is there not enough staff? Is there not enough I don't know, is there what is there not enough of?
It's a combination of everything, but in regards to the beds, if there's a finite amount of rooms on a ward, there's only a certain amount of beds you can put there. And if there's more people that need help than there are beds, then the system starts to fall apart, basically. And I'll give you the example of, I checked myself into a hospital in 2016. It was my home hospital at the time. And I was there for only 2 weeks when I was having a manic episode that lasts 2 months, because the turnover was important, because every patient is money. So there's high turnover for the beds, and people aren't necessarily taking the time. The healthcare professionals aren't necessarily taking the time to take care of the patients because they're concerned about how many beds there are going to be for the next patient coming through. There's just not enough beds.
You said that it's more money. Like every time patients come in, it's more money. The government runs the hospital, and we don't pay for healthcare.
I'm not sure, but I was just told that it was more money.
I want to look into that.
Yeah, there's something to it. We're going to have to look it up, because there is funding.
I guess it's kind of the same way family physicians are paid. If they do a physical, they get this much money, and
per patient they get a certain amount of money.
Yeah. So
is that what I mean?
I think
Thank you.
I think that's what I mean. I think that's what it was. I just need some clarification. Talk it through, figure it out.
Yeah. So there's just there's more people. You should walk. You should go to CAMH one day. Just walk by there.
Where is it?
It's either 100 Queen Street or 1,000 Queen Street. I think it's 100 Queen Street.
100. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the asylum, where the asylum used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could go there on any given day and find needles and drugs and people wandering around because they want to get into CAMH. They want to get to the beds, but there are not enough beds. So they're left to wander around. They're left to their own devices.
Oh. Is that why they have safe injection sites? I've read a little bit about that. I don't know if I think it was gotten. I think it was X'd, but I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Maybe, perhaps, but there's just. I know in my experience, I'm waiting in a waiting room. I'm having a manic episode. I'm in a waiting room for anywhere from 8 to 12 hours, and then I'm in observation for 3 days, and potentially I could be waiting to get into observation, or I could be waiting to get into the ward for anyway from 3 to 4 days down in the observation area, because there's not enough beds on the ward for the patients. So a lot of the money should be filtered into issues like that, and even things like educational programs for security guards.
I don't want to disrespect any security guard, but it feels like anybody could be a security guard.
That's what I'm saying, and they're dealing with mental health patients. The biggest abusers of mental health patients, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion, is the security guards.
What?
Is security guards.
Really?
Because they have to basically, when I misbehave and I'm in lockdown, right? I'm in a room solid by myself and I misbehave. I don't want to take my pills, or I don't want to take my medication. They call security guards, and it'll be about 3 or 4 security guards. Maybe 3 or 4 security guards. And each of them come towards you, and one of them eventually will grab you by the arm and twist your arm and put it behind your back. And then 4 of them have to strap you down on a bed. But some of them, if they're on power trips, they strap you a little too tightly, or they twist your hand a little too much. because they're not really trained on how to deal with mental health people. They treat us like animals at the end of the day. And if there was training for these security guards on how to deal with mental health patients and how to deal with patient care, then I think it would be far more comfortable being on the ward, because we're very fearful of the security.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you get some bad nurses too. Nurse ratchets, I call them. From One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I call them nurse ratchets.
I don't know, but sometimes you might be overworked and
yeah, it could be a myriad of things. It could be many things.
Yeah, let's not.
I'm not bashing the community or the healthcare professionals that have helped me over the years, but a light needs to be shone on the issues that are going on, that this money could go towards helping. But with that said, that has been the dish of the day. We covered a lot today.
Yeah, you went kind of deep. You went deep.
Yeah, I went ham. But if anyone has any questions or comments, they want to reach out to me, they want to just check if I'm okay after my big panic attack, whatever, just drop us a line. JR, tell them how they can reach us.
Yeah, you can reach us at Dysh, DYSH, at DaintyDysh.com. That's DaintyDysh.com. You can check out Onika on Instagram, Best of Onika. You can check me out, Best of JR. Onika, you have some cool stuff on your website, OnikaDainty.com right now. I read a couple of them. There was one.
Age is Beauty. Was that the one?
No, it wasn't Age is Beauty. It was
I'd rather not be beautiful at all.
I'd rather not be beautiful.
I wrote that when I was 17 years old.
That was like, wow.
Yeah, I wrote that at 17.
It seemed kind of emotional. That was charged.
Yeah, it was charged. It was like after it was being bullied. I was being bullied for the way I looked. I didn't dress. I didn't wear the right shoes. I didn't have the right hair. So I was being bullied. So that was on bullying, actually.
Oh, okay.
And coming up, my Black and Quote Unquote Crazy series is starting. So check that out on my website. It'll be posted tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Well, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, please give us a 5.
Give us 5. We deserve a 5.
Subscribe. Leave a comment. If you're listening to us on any other platform, please continue to leave comments. Subscribe. We really appreciate it. Do you want to shout out anybody from
anywhere? I want to shout out Aaron Spencer 30. He made a comment on our last podcast. He shot me an interesting question, and like I said, it's not the size of the pencil, it's how you write your name. Aaron Spencer 30. Good luck out there on your search to find and love.
I'm done.
With that said, that is the dish of the day. You guys have yourself a happy, happy, happy hump day.